everybody to the September meeting of the Conway Historic District Commission. I'm Steve Hurd, Chairman, and we're going to start off by doing a roll call. I'll call the name and somebody answer, and then we'll get started after that. Okay, Emily Walter is here. I see her waving. Shelby Fiegel.
Here.
David Carolina. Looks like he's absent. Liz Hamilton. Okay. Taylor Martin.
Here.
All right. And Margaret West.
Here.
All right. So
Listed
we're ready
as
to
Dan.
go. Pardon?
Listed as Dan West.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Okay, first thing will be approval of minutes from August. If everybody's had a chance to process those, look at them, give me a motion and the following, and we can go on.
I move that we accept the minutes.
All right, Margaret, we have a motion
A second.
and a second. So second, any conversation about it to be had? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay. Now, the unusual part of this, we had 5 listed items on our agenda, and that got whittled down to 1. And it's one that I have to be a spokesman for. So right now, I'm going to back away and turn my head and turn back, and I'm an applicant. And Emily will be chairman tonight for this item. And with that, I'll stop talking for now.
Okay, so we have the Walkway Edition at 925 Mitchell Street, which is the Episcopal Church. So who is here to represent the church tonight?
That would be myself, and we also have Brett Hardison on board, who's our junior warden. If we had, if any questions are necessary, but I'll just jump in. I'm Steve Hurd, 607 Davis Street. As far as me here, I'm the architect on this project. I'm also a member of the church, a member of the vestry as well. So
Hold on, don't we have to ask if anybody's here to speak in favor or against it?
No, just let's see if James has.
Do you have anybody, James?
Any input?
No, we haven't received any public comment.
Okay, Steve, you may proceed.
Not to tell you what to do, but I've heard that's what you do. I've heard. Okay, for, what we have, St. Peter's Episcopal Church. Everybody, I think, has driven past it if you've not been in it. The sanctuary building that's used right now was built in the 90s. The old sanctuary, which is a parish hall, was started in the 40s and added on to. And in between there, this connector piece was built in 1958, I believe, as a fellowship hall and whatever. And over the years, due to some different things, that building has started holding water, and it was moldy. It was in bad shape. And the thought was to tear it down and replace with something. We had a couple of very well-loved couple in the church that passed away within a few months of each other a couple of years ago, and money was left from them to do something. This building is in their honor. So it's basically a covered walkway. It's right where the covered walkway was before, but it's going to have, if you see the brick, the east elevation, I believe that elevation at courtyard looking west is the color rendering. We'll have a brick wall with the Gothic arch, the lancet openings on the courtyard side to kind of complete a cloister type of atmosphere of that courtyard. We have a columbarium there where people, parishioners are buried, and so to complete that now a 3-sided courtyard really. And then that walkway, like I said, is in the footprint of the the original walkway. Then the extra 20 feet going west, that footprint of the original building will be an open pavilion. And so we're right in the same footprint, same square footage, but trying to do something that meets the needs we have now with this building that had really was uninhabitable up to for the last 2-3 years or so. And I guess really if Brett has anything to add to it, fine, but that's pretty much it. I mean, you have the elevations. We didn't include a floor plan. We got you see where it is on that site plan. It's just infill, and that's essentially the only additional thing that if you look at the site plan, the new infill construction where I've got that called out, there's kind of you go up a kind of L-shaped little dog leg to the right that's hatched also. That is basically enclosing the porch that's there, creating a legal handicap ramp. The one that was there was more of a roller coaster ramp, and it was, it was steep and just done years ago just to kind of help out. But in there will be a handicap ramp with the same kind of openings. I don't believe they have the drawings weren't included with that, but if you look at the photos, the site photos, there's two of them that look into the courtyard from Mitchell Street, and that yellow, that light colored building, that's what's gone away, and will now have a brick wall. It's about almost 11 feet tall with openings similar to that door opening in the porch to the right on that photograph, the pointed arches, which show up on the church all over the place. But keeping with that kind of rural Gothic church kind of feel that it's had since it was built. So with that, I'll stop, and I don't know if Brett wants to add anything or if y'all have questions.
Brett, do you have anything to add?
I don't. I just wait for questions.
He's gonna bail
Okay.
me if I can't answer one.
I'm just
Mich-
curious, why did you decide to do different materials on each side?
Well, it's almost like two separate pieces. One, the pavilion on the inside, the pavilion has another row of columns so if you're inside the pavilion, you look right or left, you've got columns the same. Then you step through the columns on the courtyard side, and you're in a walkway that has the outside wall is the brick wall. So it's really, it's kind of a weird mixture. I wish I had included the plan, but
Kind of like an inside outside thing.
it kind of, it's all open all the way straight through. There's no, it's all just undercover, but it's like a pavilion with a flat roof covered walkway on one side. So the pavilion could be freestanding with the wood column. It's steel columns wrapped in wood and all, but that'll be exposed tongue and groove decking up top with some stained scissor trusses, and the beams and columns will be stained wood, and then the walkway itself will be brick with it'll be a painted ceiling and all that. So it's like I don't know, I'll call it a porch of the pavilion, but it's technically there's two things put together. That makes sense.
And the red brick wall on the courtyard side ties the two buildings together with the red brick, giving it a cloister look from the Mitchell Street point of view. And on the back side, we have a large backyard, and that gives us an open area back there to be able to open out into that yard. That's why that's open on that
Brett, tell them your name and address where you live. That's part of the record.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brett Hardison, 1005 South German Lane, number 53.
Thank you, Brett. I'm sorry. I just
72034.
that's okay. You won't be getting it.
Okay.
No, I think it's a good use of materials. I like the idea of the brick on the public side and then the wood on the inside. I think that's a good way to save some money and stuff for the church as well. And also kind of to, like you're saying, if it's pavilion and then the brick is just like a facade for the cloister, good word, by the way. I think that's really effective. I think that worked well. You said it's going to have a roof. It's not going to have a flat roof, right?
Well, the pavilion will have a pitched roof similar to the 8 and 12 roof over the pavilion itself, and then it will the walkway side of that will drain onto not a flat roof, but a built up sloped roof. Sloped to scuppers through the wall. And so, calling it a flat roof means it's not I'm not putting shingles on it. It's going to have either TPO or EPDM on the roof and getting it to the scuppers and draining down underground. That makes sense?
I think so. And so that brick will kind of come up past the.
Be a parapet wall. No, yeah, it'll be a parapet wall at like, I think it's 10'8" for the brick, so a little more for the coping, and then it'll drop down several inches down. Then all that slopes to a valley. Get back to the roof for the pavilion. It's 8-9 inches above that where the roof comes down and spills onto. So I was trying to, taller going to shorter without having to, it's going to just pour down instead of having to do all kinds of connections. It's to me that, it's like the walkway roof will serve like a giant gutter for the pavilion roof, so.
And from the street though, it's still going to look like it has a slope.
You won't see you'll see the slope of the roof, but you won't see the edge of it.
Yep.
It'll be, the brick will be all the way across.
Gotcha. I think it's good.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? I noticed we didn't have any recommendations from the staff other than the approval of the project, so.
I'm good
I
with
would
that.
call it a glowing recommendation.
I appreciate that. We just add to that, we have to have the diocese approval or not on this, and they've approved, their committee approved it unanimously too. So we've got thumbs up from all those that we've got to submit it to. This one being the next one or last one. So.
Okay.
Yeah. I
So
think
there's
it'll
no
be an
more,
addition.
say it again?
I said, I think it'll be a nice addition.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Tyler.
Okay, well, if no more discussion, need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve as proposed.
And I'll second the motion. This is Shelby.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, that's passed. I'm going to step down as chairperson now.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
I'm not gonna let that power get to my head either.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to. Okay, with my chairman's hat back on. First off, thank y'all for that. Just a side note, it's the couple that it's a memory of, very special couple of the church, and I think we'll have a nice new addition to the historic district too, for that matter, or for the overlay. On to the very next thing we've got, which I
This is Brett. I'm going to drop. Thank you so much for your approval.
Okay, Brett. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
The review and acceptance, James, do you want to talk about what we need to do there? If we need, do we need to?
Yeah, we can discuss this a little bit. I'm still working with I thought we would have it in time. I'm working with the consultant to get our final draft. But wanted to officially have y'all adopt this. So the action that I'm requesting on this item is to continue the hearing so that we can continue it to next month. I wanted y'all to be able to have more time to review the document.
Oh, okay. So we're basically going to vote to table it.
Yeah. Vote to continue the hearing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that because I'd like a little more time to look over it. So I'll make the motion to continue the hearing and move it to next month. That's Shelby.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any more
Mhm.
discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Any opposed? Okay. All right. So we'll everybody do what you can to get up to speed on it, and we'll talk about it next month. Okay. The next thing we've got is we're getting that time of the year of needing to. First off, I guess those who are able to re-up for another term, find out if they want to or not, and then I believe is that. Am I right that Taylor, you were kind of done? And I'm not saying that happily because I've enjoyed you being on here, but we have David and Shelby have just done their one term, so they're up. They can decide or not. I mean, is that basically it?
Yeah, Steve, and I'd already emailed Beth and said I was interested in coming on for another term, but if y'all don't want me here, that's okay.
I wasn't angling for anything. I just
I'm just kidding.
You've been a good addition, I think. And let me just say, all you guys, everybody, it's a good group we've got, and we're going to miss Taylor. I really are. So I've seen a few of these, over the years, and you guys it's a good group, every one of you. So happy you're staying, Shelby. Sorry you can't. This is just, it's not for you, Taylor. You may never want to talk about this, but can you stay off a certain time and come back? Is that still something that?
Yeah, I think you can stay off a term and then come back. Because I remember Mary Ann talking about
Yeah. Okay.
it years ago.
Yeah. Keep that in mind. I know the year's not over. We're going to see you some more, but keep that in mind if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll still be in the neighborhood.
I know. Oh, I know that. Well, Shelby wants to stay. Taylor has to roll off. Do we have any idea from David, Carolina? Okay.
I have not heard, but we will see. I will say this. I mean, obviously, it seems like with the switch to digital, it's been a challenge
Yeah.
in terms of him attending. I don't foresee that changing. So I would anticipate that we'll likely have 2 vacancies.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess if you can figure that out, find that out and get it pinned down, then we can.
Yeah, we got like 2 days.
Well, we can figure out very soon. And then we get we have to advertise and do all that and know that we have 1 or 2 vacancies, whatever you find out on that.
Yeah.
Do we need to move on anything related to that, or is that we're just kind of, I don't think we do we? This is just.
No, that's for informational basis.
Okay. All right. Well, not to move on so quickly, but we got nothing else. That was, I'm not sure that was the quickest, but it's pretty stinking close. The quickest one we've ever done. But I don't know. Do you know if we're going the other 4 that were nixed, are they going to be back? Are they gone? Or,
Oh yeah.
No, they're coming back. Okay. So next month will be a big month then. Everybody block some time off.
Yeah. What we were trying to avoid was tabling half the agenda.
Okay. All right. We appreciate that. Okay. Well, with that, then I can either keep talking, which I'm fine not to, or we can have a motion that we go have supper, not together necessarily. But.
Make a motion to adjourn.
All right. Got a motion
A second.
and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all from the applicant version of me and also as chairman. Y'all have a good evening, and we'll see you next month.
All right. Sounds good. Bye.
See y'all.